Okay, here we go. It says I'm being live streamed. I move it over, I record, and then it comes up. Come on, go to YouTube. And then here we go. Then I'm on YouTube. And here we go. There's two of me's. Hello, everybody. Welcome to JLJ This Morning. I'm James Lott Jr. Let's see if anybody comes on. So I do that, and I do that. And there we go. And I'm gonna get started. Yeah, I'm doing a vlog at the same time as I'm doing this. This is so funny. I don't know if everybody's gonna come on or not. I'm trying to show people kind of some behind the scenes of what I do. And so it's right. Hi, Range fans. So it's coming. Oh, it's coming. Okay, it's coming in. Oh, look at that going. Okay, it's coming in. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm just trying to look at the video, see if it came up the way I wanted it to come up. Okay. I think it did. All right. Good morning, everybody. How's life? I think after last week, I feel like, whoo, it's Monday, a new week. The coffee, I'm telling you, last week wore me the F out. I didn't even sleep well last night. Kept waking up. I don't know why. Kept waking up. I'm happy about that. But it's a new week. It's a new day. Some sun trying to come out. I'm going to see an organizing client today. We're going to work it out. Okay, so there you go. I just want to check that. So that's actually good. I had a good weekend of my shows. Okay, so we know we're back on. I want to laugh. Okay, so now. Actually, I can't. I'm gonna share. I'm just so I can share this. I've never done this before. It just says YouTube. Okay, about that. Anyway. Hello, everybody. Let's see if I can pull this together. Pull it together, James. Pull it together. Put that down. And where's me? I'm over there. Okay. So all these buttons and things I have to push and look at or whatever. So I'll try to do vlogs for my show, really quick James Lott Jr. show. I did my numbers for this week. Very good week for JLJ Media. New episodes of Coffee and Conversation are out today with James and Melissa. We talk about flying Teslas and gas prices. And a new episode of Forgotten Hollywood. Errol Flynn is the subject. So check those out where you get any of your podcasts. And now this. And now this. Also, our show Jet Boy is a big hit for us. The finale is Wednesday, and the Easter hair and the email come back next week. So we got some fun stuff coming up. Excited. Very excited. You see me and you hear me. Okay, good. I'm glad you can see and hear me. Feel me, hear me. I'll start doing Tommy for you guys. I ate this coffee like stat. It's so weird. I didn't sleep well, but I feel rested. Well, 3 times. I think well 3 times. I know it's crazy. So I let my hair out. I just washed my hair. I don't wash it every day. I wash it every 2 or 3 days. So I just washed my hair, and so I'm laying it out today. I'm picking the fro out. My hair is long. You washed it already? Oh, good. Okay, good. Watch it. Yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time. Thank you. I'm going to condition. I'm put some leave-in conditioner before I leave the house. But I wanted to see how just poofy it is. My hair isn't curly. I know it gives the illusion it's curly. It's not curly. My hair is actually straight. There's some waves in it. I got to put stuff in my hair to get curly. I didn't get the curly hair. I'm so pissed. My grandson has it. And I'm like, oh, I didn't get it. Then my hair is, whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. I'm letting it fly today. I'm doing an organizing job. And I'm going to work it out. So I'm like, ugh. It's crazy. I'm letting it air out today. I let my hair air out. But my hair goes like this when I come out the shower. Like it just drops down. So I'm curious if I straighten it out, how long my hair would be. We go down my shoulders, my ears, my neck. I'm not doing a new hairstyle. I get bored. I get bored very easily. And so I'm thinking about doing a new hairstyle. So I'm just thinking. We'll see what happens. Let's see what James Lott Jr. cooks up. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Mystic. Did Finn get shot? Is that a rhetorical question? Because we talked about that ad nauseum last week. Hello. We talked about it on Friday, talked about it on Saturday, talked about it yesterday. I talked more soaps last week than I have in my natural life. I talked about that slap all last week. I talked about race last week. I talked about so much last week. I was like, oh, through Clara Bow and all Hollywood. I will pass that along to I'll pass it along. So Clara Bow. I will pass it along to the guy who does Forgotten Hollywood. I don't do Forgotten Hollywood. It's his show, but it's on my network. So I will tell him that. Forgotten Hollywood. Okay, I tell him that. I'm going to tell him right now. Actually, we've been texting each other. So I'm going to tell him right now, Jeannie. Okay. I was like, I'm live online right now on YouTube, and we got a request for, let me see, for Clara Bow on your show. Okay, I'm going to look really quick to see if he already did it already. I'm not sure. That's a good question. I'm gonna look on Forgotten Hollywood and see if he's done Clara Bow. Because he's done so many, he's done a lot of these. I'm not sure if he has or not. So I'm gonna look right now. So getting work done at the same time. You ask, you maybe receive or whatever. So let's see. Okay, so we're gonna look down. He's done 60 episodes. And we're gonna look. We're gonna look. We're gonna look. And he hasn't. Okay. So I will pass it on to him right now, Jeannie Roberts, and we'll let you know if he does it. Oh, he did. He did one of Clara Bow. He did. Episode 49. Oh my goodness. Okay. Never mind. It's already been done. Okay. So Jeannie, go to Forgotten Hollywood and go to episode 49. It was done this year in January. It was done in, it was done in January. It was done in January. So you can go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead and you can listen to it. So he did it already. So it's the January 2022, one of the episodes there, Forgotten Hollywood, Clara Bow. So Jeannie Roberts, he did it. And Texas Ranger watched the thing this weekend. See, there you go. I'm glad I saw it already. I'm glad I asked. He does. That's his show on my network. Very successful show for us. Love it. But I couldn't remember if he did. I feel like he did do it already. I feel like he did. So yeah, so he did. So he did. Look at that. So okay, good. Okay, good. Got that taken care of. Yes, last week I was on social media longer, and you were like, James, you were on Twitter. I was on social media a lot last week, which wore me out, which I don't normally do either. I was on social media. I was talking to everybody. I was fighting with people. I had done a long time. It's a lot of work, folks. It's like a full-time job. It wore me the F out. Because folks are relentless. There are folks who are online all the time. I'm like, how do you do it? Jeez. So now today, because of Friday's episode of Bold, I have to stay offline until I can get home and watch Bold. I have a job this morning. The show comes on at 12:30 here to 1, and I'll be working. Then I have to go to my mom's house to get some stuff from her, and then go home and I can watch it. Yes, Flobito is doing fine. He's heading home today, I believe. He's heading home. He has been, we haven't talked like on the phone, but we have messaged, and he is posting video updates on his Patreon, which I follow, of course. So he's had a long week, but we'll probably I'll get a debrief from him when he gets back. I'll let him settle in. I'll probably call him tomorrow. Clara Bow thing is on podcast. Forgotten Hollywood is what it's called. JLJ Media. So yes, so apparently he's doing fine. It's just a lot of, it was a work trip, you know, he was there. It was a work trip, you know, being there in Dallas for WrestleMania. Stone Cold Steve Austin came out, first time in 14, you know, years. Yes. Yeah, he's been tweeting his pictures. I haven't seen his thing this week. So you beat me, Kirsten. I didn't got that far. I haven't seen his pictures yet, but as you know, he's my best friend. So yeah, I'll probably debrief with him. Also, he's going to Alaska because he's home for a little bit. He leaves for Alaska to do a comedy thing. I mean, he's on the move. So that's what we had. We had dinner before he left because I knew he'd be gone for the next couple of weeks. So yeah, so I'm sure I'll debrief with him, find out how everything went. But he's working hard. I'm hearing a ringing. I think it's outside. It was the light. I heard ringing. I was like, is it ringing in my ears? Then I was like, was the light ringing? I turned the light off and back on. I stopped. That was weird. Okay, a little mysterious things happening in my old house. Because it was this constant ring. I'm like, in my ear going, am I going crazy? And then I was like, let me turn that light off. It stopped. I'm like, oh, that's on. Okay. But yes, he's doing good. Oops, it's my phone on silent. Yes. So yes, I think he's doing fine. I mean, for him, you know, that's the biggest event for wrestling. Like for me, it would be Day of Days or some kind of thing like that, the biggest event, or the Emmys or something. So for him, that's the biggest thing. So I will get the debrief from him, I'm sure, about how it all went for him. No, it looked like it went really well. Really well. You know. So yes. All my friends are doing their thing. I love it. Doing their stuff. I'm just sitting here. I have not gone nowhere. I have a free ticket. I want to use it, but I have to work. Like, I want to go somewhere so bad. I have not gone anywhere since last year. So I'm like, oh my God, it's rough, kids. I saw Frank Montini said that. I have no idea why he said that either for GH. Yes, I'll be watching all that today, of course. But yeah, I don't know why he said it either. But he said it. He's seen it. He said it. You know, so who now? All I know is Born Beautiful really did give everybody, and Wine Arm gave everybody something to talk about. They gave them all something to talk about. I'm telling you, everybody, because that's not aired. It's not aired anywhere yet. Not East Coast yet. So Born Beautiful is not aired yet. It's about to air in the East Coast in about 20-something minutes. But I know everybody's just waiting to see what comes out of this. And because that was a Wednesday episode. And now, yeah. Anyway, I talked enough about that show all week last week. I got to get over that. What is this week going to bring us? I wonder. What is this week going to give us? Last week was an interesting week of stuff that we did not expect. But what is this week going to give us this week? I have no idea, right? I have a light week this week. Look at my schedule. I have a light week this week. Nothing that exciting, like crazy. Oh, so I want everybody to know that on the 17th, there will be no soap shows. That is Easter. I will not be doing no shows on Easter. I will be eating chocolate bunnies and eggs. I'm not going to church. But I'll be eating chocolate bunnies and eggs. I will thank God for the day, of course, my own way. But we will not have no shows. So we'll be on this week, and just better hope nothing really good happens the following weekend, because we're not going to be here. So, you know, nobody back the following weekend for that. I know. It's like, why do you leave now? That was me kind of crazy. Crazy. So yes, there's that. I watched a little bit of the Grammys last night. I watched all of them. There were some people I didn't know who the F they were. I'm too old now. Olivia Rodrigo won. I know her. I love her "Good for You" song. I know she's the driver's license girl, but I think "Good for You" song. She won a couple. I know who Jasmine Sullivan is. She won one. I know. I've heard of Silk Sonic, but I don't care for their music. I know why I tried. I like Bruno Mars. I like him. I don't know why it just doesn't. It's my type of music, and it does not move me whatsoever. So Lil Nas X do his little thing there. So I saw a few things. I was like, okay. I'm just too old now. The Grammys are not for me anymore. I just realized that. I'm like, I saw Lady Gaga. I know who she is, of course, but I'm just like, they're not for me anymore at all. I'm like, oh, but you know what? Good for them. Good for folks. Music continues. I make music and people make music, and for some folks it's a young man's game, and that's what they do. And I love bunnies, love bunny emojis, love it. So but also remember this week, the soaps. Wide Arm Bone Beautiful will not be airing tomorrow or Wednesday. Just remember that. That's what sucks. The next 2 weeks. Why are they doing that? For soccer, for football. But good for some folks like football. It's not for me. Not that kind of football. I think it's dusty. I have all kind of shit in here. What's going on? Oh, it's my koala bear. Hold my koala bear. Oh yeah, she was the original Belle. Kirsten Storms was the original Belle on Days of Our Lives. Yeah, she was also Xenon 101. She's those Disney things. We've known Kirsten Storms for years. Thank you, Kirsten. Your song, Kirsten, is crazy. Kristen and Mary all of a sudden was the #1 song last month. Where did that come from? Oh, like people listening to the song. I don't know what's going on. To the song. Yeah, she was on Days. She was the original Belle. Her and oh my God, what's his name? Oh my God. He played Matt Hunter later on GH. They were reunited. Oh my God, I forgot his name. They played lovers on 2 shows. Yes, yeah, she was on, but yeah, she was on Days. She was the first Belle. The original Sean Douglas. Oh yeah, she was on there. I remember. I love Kirsten Storms. I know. I love koalas. They're my favorite. I have a brick in the koala house in LA. I want to sit up. He's not sitting up. Jason Cook, thank you. See, Cherie knows. She knows how to get. I just throw it out there and she catches it. You catch it every time, Cherie. Jason Cook. They were Belle and Sean on Days, and later Maxie and Matt on GH. I love Jason Cook. He's not doing it anymore, but I love Jason Cook. Like, Cherie, girl. You know how to pick it up. You gotta pick it up and I'm putting down. Pick up what I'm putting down. Give me the Whitney Houston hologram any day. Where'd that come from? I'm like, that's so funny. Okay, sure. There's a Whitney Houston documentary that was on this weekend. I got to tape it. I didn't watch it. I watched The Unsung on PM Dawn. I used to love PM Dawn. I Died Without You, Set Adrift of Memory Bliss. I mean, they had so many good songs. I mean, total tragedy, totally tragic. I mean, all tragic. And the one guy died. Oh my God, it was W. Amputee, and oh my God, it was a horrible ending. So I was like, oh, PM Dawn, just like them. Koala or Baby Yoda? Let me Koala first. I love me some Grogu, as you guys all know. You all know I love me some Grogu. But koalas come first. Because they're for real. They're for real, not for play. She chose me great on both. But if I had to choose one, I'd choose my koala bear, of course. Or koala, not koala bears, koalas. Not koala bears. I would. I do love me some Grogu, you know that. But I gotta choose, And we'll be back for Boba Fett this week too. We're gonna do another show of some Star Wars craziness on Wednesday Night Live. That I have no race shows picked this week, but we'll see. I want to thank everybody also. I get a chance while I'm on here. Thank everyone for last week. We had our biggest numbers ever for video. We had over 7,100 views last week. You guys really showed up and showed out. I'm about to do the top 10. Actually, I can read you the top 10, I think. I think it's started up. So the top shows last week were by Daytime Today's, When Calls the Heart, of course, by JLJ This Morning, People Give Me Whiplash. For the first time, oh my God, so looking on here, for the first time, one of the Taraya videos has fallen to top 10. Wow, that's crazy. My Oscar special, a couple of GHMe spotlights. Actually, 9 out of the 10 are all new. Wow, that's amazing. It's amazing. You guys showed up. You guys are showing up. You guys show up. Thank you so much for watching and listening to our craziness. We had a lot to say last week. Like I said, we had a lot to say last week, and we did. And I share my opinions, and they're my opinions and my opinions alone. There are folks who don't agree with me, and that's fine. I don't really have a problem with that whatsoever. I got accused of things last week from fans, and I would say if I lose fans for what I believe in, I just, I'm like, I gotta stand up for what I believe in. So if I lose fans, I lose fans. I don't really give a shit at that point. Outside today, as you saw, I posted over the weekend pictures of the garden. Everybody loves my garden. I'll probably do, I'm filming today for JLJ This Morning. No, sorry, JLJ, a really quick JLJ show. I always JLJ stuff. So I'll probably do a quick thing for that video because I'm doing the whole day today, like what I'm doing today. I might film some of my mother's garden. She has a garden, and she has some pretty orange flowers that are coming in. I don't have them, and I've seen them, oddly enough, on the sides of the road at the trains. I'm like, there's those flowers, but I can't get to them. I was gonna go climb in and pick them. I can't get to them. They have a fence around or whatever, so I can't really do that. But I don't want to pick up my mother's garden because it's just too pretty how she has hers. But she has these beautiful. I'll try to show that later. But I'm sure the garden's fine because we had one rain last week that was really good, and I gotta look at it. I'm gonna have to water tomorrow. It's a lot of work doing the gardening. It's a lot of work. But I love it, and my whole neighborhood loves it. I'm the plant daddy, the garden father. Everybody loves it. It's my sanctuary. I wish it was just a night. I wish that it wasn't so dangerous over here. I'd be outside more. It gets so dangerous. We get shootouts over here and stuff. I'm like, it's crazy. So I'm not outside all the time. But the other day, I was talking to Tony Moore, my chocolate twin, sitting outside my front porch. My front porch actually is secluded. I have trees all around me and bushes. So I can sit on the porch and look out. Nobody really sees me. I was on the phone. So I'm on the phone, sitting outside. I get finish this coffee right now, kids. I drink all this. Ooh. I better be awake. I don't want to blink later. I sat on the porch. We had a good time. It was like just talking to him on the porch. It was really nice. It was really nice. So yeah. So so that's okay. So I have a gardener also. So I don't mow lawns. I don't do that. So they come and do the mowing, the chopping down of trees and excess limbs and stuff. Excess limbs. They chop off limbs. No. They do all the masculine work for me. I'm just a guard. I just do all the actual like weeding and pruning, the smaller stuff. I do all the watering. I do all that and planting. I do all that. but they do all the heavy lifting. I don't do any of that stuff. No, James Lodge do not mow a lawn. But I have watched them, to answer your question, Texas Ranger fam. What they do is that sometimes they have these little weed whackers. So I don't have full-on grass. In my backyard, I do. So they have the actual lawnmower. My backyard isn't set up the same way as my front yard, so they can do all that. And there's parts of my front yard they can actually mow. My yard is so big. Like on this side, they can actually mow. What they do is they'll just weed whack around when the weeds are high, so around all the plants. They have shifted some of them. I've had to scream at them. They put them back where you found them. But then a couple of times I was like, I like the way it's put over here now. So I moved around a little bit here and there, like chess pieces. But they weed whacker. Unfortunately, I don't have full-on grass. So it's not really that much of a problem. They get the weeds on the ground. They just stay green. But they have a little weed whacker thing that'll go around if the parts that are too tall. And they rake it. But they do it. They probably think, God, we're back at that house again. Oh, all those plants. But I have those plants. Yeah. And my ivy's growing too. So I also make those decisions of the landscape, make decisions with my gardener, make landscaping. I go, okay, I want 10 trees over here. And it's how I want them, he'll do it. Then I tend to the trees. But I have ivy coming in, and I do want the ivy to cover certain parts. So I gotta decide how far in I want it and tell him, cut this little line, and then cut it. So I gotta do that at some point. So yeah, it'll be interesting. That's how you do it. But that's a great question. No one's ever asked that question, Texas Ranger fam, of how we mow. And they figure out a way. They're professionals. My gardener's been in our lives for 25 years. He's my age. And we went to the same high school. We didn't know each other in high school though. So he's a year older than me or something. Anyway, I didn't know him in high school, ironically. And I was popular, but I didn't know him. But he met my parents. We came close to them, started doing our house. And then when I took over the house, we just kept him. So he does my house, my sister's, my mom's. He just goes around with the family. So he's like family. I met his son once. It was so weird. He has 2 sons. I met the younger one with him. But once I was at a Coco's eating, there he was. Yeah, their son had his name too. I was like, Laurel Jr. And it turned out it was actually his son. Like, that is crazy. So I was like, okay. I'm like, all right. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So anyway, small world. But yeah, so no, I don't do any of that stuff. No. I smoked lawn when I was a kid. Didn't like it. And then got out of practice. I never had a house in San Francisco. And in Pittsburgh, I had a backyard that it would grow. So I would always hire somebody to do it and cut it down for me. Because it would grow to the fact it was a lot of weeds back there, and it would grow like thick stalks. Because of course it rains back there regularly and stuff. That's the point when you go somewhere else where it actually has weather and seasons. LA, it don't rain. We used to water, well, then we had a drought for so many years. We used to water and the sprinklers come on every day. We had to stop that because of the drought. We don't understand how dry. I live near a beach and it's dry where I live. That's how crazy that is. Give me some ocean water over to my house. We get a good rain and I can tell my yard's breathing. I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you. I wish I could just pick this up and take you with me and go outside. And I was trying to think, there must be, I probably can go live on YouTube on my phone or a tablet. I just have never done it. I'm sure you can. I just never done it. I might try it one day, you guys. So I can take you with me. Take you with me. I don't care where we go. I don't care what we do. I don't care, pretty baby. Just take me with you. A little Purple Rain reference. For those of you guys old enough, I mean, Purple Rain was 84. That's nearly 40 years ago. Shit. That was nearly 40 years ago. I was 15 years old. Yeah, I was 15 years old. I'll be 53. I guess that makes sense. Pick up my computer. This thing actually, This thing literally is, it's my iMac. It's skinny. It's a flat screen. But it's so funny. But then once I unplug it, I'll be like, yeah. But it'll be kind of fun. It's like carry it around. But I have a laptop, and it's kind of weird. I have an iPad Pro. And I wonder if I just do it on here and be like, okay, now here we are. Here we are. I don't know. Let's see. Questions. Our birthdays are coming up soon. Are you finally going to celebrate this year? I know, that's a great question. I don't want to jinx our birthdays because the last 2 years were fucked. So I'm not planning nothing. I'm just gonna as it gets closer, we're gonna see what happens. And see what happens, right? We're gonna see what happens because May 10th is literally a little over a month away. And I'm scared. I wanna do something, but I'm too scared to plan anything because every time I do it, something happens. So we'll see, right? LA is opening up, everything's opening back up. I was praying no other variants or anything happen in the next month. Okay. Manny B. Oh, hi, Manny B. We'll be attending Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim from Thursday to Sunday, May 29th. No, I actually won't be. I have something going on that weekend. So that's Memorial Day weekend. So no, actually I won't be. I won't be in town actually. I will be going to several concerts in Sacramento. One of them is New Kids on the Block with my daughter. So yeah, I won't be going to the Star Wars thing. Sugarless. Hi, Sugarless. Oh, so sugarless. Hooker, waitress. Let's see. I just got back from my first trip since the pandemic, road trip to Toronto, from Toronto to Connecticut. It's interesting seeing some people with places with half people wearing masks, almost none in Kitchener. Yes, it's one of those things. Wherever you go now, my friends are all saying some are wearing masks, some aren't wearing masks. So I always feel like if you're in an area where it's a low rate, you're probably fine. But in areas where it's high touch and high rate, that's why I'm a little nervous. You look great, 53. Thank you. I drink the blood of virgins and sleep with steaks in my face. That's what I do. My time 53 is still young. Mike, we're not young, man. You can say that if you want to. I don't feel young like that. I know for a fact that I have lived 53 years, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with my age. I don't let it about my age. I have health stuff going on. My knees crack and things happen. I can't stay up as late as I want to. There are things that just happen when you get older. I partied and had a great time. I lived some life, and so I'm like, that's it, kids. That's it. I'm like, I accept I'm a dirty old man. I accept that at this point. That's why I've accepted. Yeah, GSC's a new channel. I have no idea why. I have no idea. Season 2 is coming of When Hope Calls, but I have no idea. Yes, I am a blockhead. I love boy bands. I was a huge boy band, girl band. I was huge. Even though I was an adult, even though I was raising kids, but I had kids who were into them. So it's kind of like the Spice Girls. My daughter were into the Spice Girls at the same time. And I come from New Edition, New Kids on the Block, all that, all the way up to I like some of the ones from today. I do. That's one of my things. I like fluffy pop music. I like all kinds of music, but I like fluffy pop music. I do. There's nothing wrong with it. Pop is not a dirty word. This means popular. But Manny, have fun at the Star Wars thing if you're going to it. I know I gotta, I haven't, because of the pandemic, because of my own health issues, I haven't really looked at going. I'm just starting to get out the house over 2 years. I really didn't. I haven't really looked. My daughter bought me this ticket, so I'm going to go with her. She was like, if I didn't feel comfortable going, she would take someone else. But she said it's my birthday present, so I'm going to go with her. But I have not looked into anything yet because I just haven't. There's all kinds of things going on. My first event was the Day of Days thing, Edition Days thing, and I kind of went to that at the last minute. And then I went, then I did the thing with Sean Kanan, the book signing, and I hosted that. I was like a host. That was my first event in 2 years. I mean, I've been literally I'm just inching back out in the public. So because LA was really bad, obviously when it came to the COVID. So I haven't looked at anything in the future like concerts. This happened. She's taking me to that concert. My brother and sister bought me tickets to another concert in August. That's them. I have not looked at anything yet. So I'm sure there's all kinds of things starting to come back that I just haven't aggressively looked at. So yeah. So yes. Thing. Did I say something about Thing? Matt Litchfield, the man of my dreams, living across the country. Now you know I like going to that convention. I don't know why you guys try to start. Why do you guys try to start messing with me? You know I'm shady. I'm not going to that convention. Fuck that convention. Fuck those people on this convention. I'm not going to GH convention next year. Nah. They kiss my grits. Unless they want me there to give me interviews and press access, I know there's no reason for me to go. I know all the actors. I get them separately on my shows. Jordan Knight is my favorite growing up. Yes. I don't know. I like boy bands from both. I'm a huge Take That fan. That is a thing. I'm old. I'm getting coffee. If I can't remember it, it's a thing. People are homeboys and homegirls. I can remember your name. This is what happens. See, I'm gonna give you guys all a little secret. I give everybody a little secret. You wanna know why I look this young? You wanna know why I have no wrinkles? I look this young because my inner brain insides are all falling apart. That's what it is. The outside is gonna look good till I die, but all the insides are falling apart. That's how God compensates. It's like, James, you're gonna look young, but your brain's gonna fall apart. I can't remember shit at the time. I can't see where shit. I got glasses on. So I have to wear glasses when I'm away from the computer. I can't wear glasses when I'm at the computer. I have to wear glasses to see far away, but not up close. I can't wear reading glasses because my eyes are too strong for that. So like that's how it works. So when they say black don't crack, that's great. On the outside, it don't crack. But on the inside, I'm cracking all over the place. Now that's the thing. And Matt's, I'm being funny with Matt because he's actually the one who put on Spectrum Celebrity Events. Check them out. Put on the Edition Days thing that I went to. Matt loves me, so he'll forgive me for anything. James, I've been watching several of your videos. Oh my God, no, I'm kidding. Of your YNR videos, I just love them. The banter with you, Amanda and Tammy is awesome. We have a good time. Our shows are no shade to Edition Days because Tony is the most exciting thing on that show. That's no story. We are crazy on our shows. We are crazy, crazy, crazy. We just talk crazy. It's Shady Sunday. We say how we feel. We're passionate. We talk about it because here's the thing, kids. I'm gonna give you another secret. All these secrets this morning. You all have many choices in what you watch, what you spend your time on. You do. You guys, seriously, you guys all have choices. You have no obligation to watch my shit here on YouTube. You can watch 10,000 other YNR and GH things or whatever, but you choose to watch my stuff. And I really do feel humbled by that and appreciate it. I worked very hard. I started from scratch 7 years ago to get where I am today. And I know you have many choices, like you do. You have many choices. So my job is to entertain you. You already watched the show already. So I'm not gonna do a straight recap. We're gonna make it fun. We're like friends together, talking and having a good time. And just like in my real life, I give you who I am in real life on camera. This is me. This is all me all the time. Energy, craziness, whatever. And we laugh, we reenact scenes, we say what things we like. That's what we do. And hopefully you guys get engaged by it also. We read your comments and I talk to you guys. I've seen folks have open chat rooms and they never talk to the chat. I was like, well, why do you have it open? You don't talk to the chat. And no, it's not easy. I want to say this. It takes practice. I've been doing it for 7 years. So for me, I can do it with my eyes closed. Well, not my eyes closed. I couldn't see your words. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not an easy thing, but you have to learn how to find the rhythm of talking to your co-host, talking to the audience at home, and talking to the chat room. That's kind of why the chat is. They don't have a chat room. If you don't fucking talk to the chat room while they're sitting there, they don't even have it. I mean, the chat room is good for other people to talk to each other. That's cute. But they'll tell you, people in general, like, they don't say anything because you're also talking to us. And so it's like they're not, you don't say nothing. And they're like, and then people just get upset sometimes. I remember when I was on audition days, there were times we couldn't talk to them fast enough. We're trying, and so sometimes some weeks soaps give you a lot of stuff. They pull in. And see, I have 3 soaps back to back that I do, and I have to watch the time. So that's why Tammy girls get all mad at me all the time, because I'm like, I have to watch the time. We can't talk for 2 hours on a soap. I have no show to do. That's exciting. That's kind of the fun part. And that's what I try to do, is that I'm here to entertain at the same time. And those of you guys who don't watch the shows and want to know what's going on in your soaps, we give it to you in an entertaining way. I think that's kind of what it is, right? That's what's kind of, And so I think that's kind of why most of why people like me, or like Tammy, or like Amanda, or me and Frank. We have a good time. Because we like each other. We're friends in real life. And that's what we try to do. I've been in this for so long, and for me, here's another secret, kids. Come close. There are several times I left the soap world. I was like, fuck this, I'm out. Bye. Get away from me. You all bitches, leave me alone. And I get sucked back in. But so for me, a lot of times I have to make it exciting for myself. I don't want to become one of those jaded, well, I am a little jaded, but I won't become one of those jaded, boring, just hosts. I don't want to do that. Where you're on there talking about it and there's no emotion, you're not excited. I get excited right before we count down to start the show. So like, oh my God, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about that. Like I'm just excited. I'm ready. I'm like, let's just do this. Let's get into it. It's exciting. It's exciting. And I said, oh, chat's good. Like yesterday, we were ready. We knew all 3 soaps had stuff to say, and we have record numbers that watched us live yesterday. So thank you. No, I appreciate that. They came in. Our numbers are really good today. Audio and video, they're flying off the shelves. So we knew the fans were ready, and that was exciting. That made it exciting for me. I was like, that's the part's exciting. It's like, they're ready, I'm ready, we're ready, and we're going to come together and hopefully have a good time. And yeah, I yell at fans and I stop shows and tell someone, who cares? But that's part of what I do. Everybody's style is different, and my style isn't for everyone, and that's fine. But I know I have a little group. I've helped create this little group, this little village that we all come together. And I'm glad you're watching my videos, or coming to me now, watching them. I try to make them something you can watch and be entertained by. It's like that's what my job is. I feel like that's my service, to take you away from your life for an hour, or a half hour, or 20 minutes, or 2 hours, and be in a world that you want to be in. So that's why I don't let anybody in chat and go crazy on people. We don't allow that. Any shit talking is for fun, that kind of stuff. And occasionally we get serious. I mentioned, that, I share personal stuff with people, and I have no problem with that. Like I did yesterday, especially. It's Autism Awareness Month, but now they're calling it Autism Acceptance Month, which I like that. It's also Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And so I talk about that on all the shows. If I have something serious I want to talk about, I talk about it. And I think it's, I have this little platform called JLJ Media, and I'm not rich and famous, but I have something. Few people know who I am in Hollywood, and I know a few folks, and I'm just like out there trying to, do what I can to be of service to all of you. I think that's very important. The soaps are stepping up, giving us all drama. I mean, all 4 soaps were good last week to me. All 4 were good. So we'll see this week we know how that can happen. 1 week really good, next week you're like, what? So I'm hoping this all continues for the soaps today and this week. I'm looking forward to that. So anyway, that's those are my little secrets for you guys. I just try to create my own world where we can come together, have a good time, have talks like this, read what your things are, tell you how I feel, talk about subjects that people don't want to talk about sometimes. I think people just need to learn that it's a crazy world out there. I'm always asking questions. I'm always looking inward. I'm always looking outward. I'm always wanting to put something positive out in the world that's not going to contribute to the negativity that's already out there. There's so much negativity. We're in such a culture that people are just like, being negative is the norm now. Being negative is fun. Being negative is big views and lots of downloads. It's like, I don't want to do that. I'll rant for a good reason, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna just rant to be ranting. So and my co-hosts are great. I have great co-hosts. They're all great. From Frank to John to, anyone. They're great. And I'm learning, some people don't answer back. Some people have new lives. Well, people's lives change in an instant, and I'm learning how to let go. Like if you want to be involved, you will contact me. You will want to be with me. You will want to be with me. Otherwise, life goes on, folks. I can't hold on anymore. Life's too short. So I'll be 53 next month, and I hope I have another good 30 years at least, maybe left. I got things to do. Hello, George. I have things to do. I do. I have so many things I want to accomplish, so many things I want to do. I have time for shenanigans and tomfoolery. A lot of times I work really hard. I work a lot. People are like, well, I'm like, I don't have time. I played around for years. Trust me. I partied from the early 80s to 10 years ago. I partied a lot. I've traveled, I had a great time. Not saying I'm done completely. I'm saying, but now I found, and those were during times when I had a field I didn't like. I didn't have my passion back then. Now I found my passion. And so now it's about, I'm in my passion now. I get to do things I never normally get to do. I get to be around situations I'm hardly ever, nobody else to be around. So I'm very fortunate. My days are filled with all kinds of excitement. And who knows who's going to call me or text me or message me or email me. It's very exciting. So for me, that's number one over traveling over the world and all sorts of stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'll get there. I've done some stuff. I did a lot of that before I did this. Now I've found my passion. So now I don't know if there will be a daytime today this afternoon because, it might be. So I have to go to work. I have to get off of here soon. I know it's like time's flying. I'm like, I have to get off here soon. I have to go to work outside the house, an organizing job, do that for a couple of hours, then go to my mom's house and take care of some stuff with her. I'm taking care of her and my stepdad, looking on them. How long that's going to take me. Then literally come home and watch Bold and Beautiful. So I might have to come on. It might be a little late. And I have a show tonight to do, recording at 7. So we'll see. There might be a daytime today, but it'll be later because I want maybe like about 4 or 5. I don't know. We'll see. It all depends on how my day goes. I may not be with my parents longer than I, plan. Who knows, right? And then traffic in LA trying to get home. So I don't know. There'll be one tomorrow for sure. I'll look at the wrong. All these fucking books. Let's see. There'll probably be one tomorrow. For tomorrow, I'll probably be one tomorrow for sure. But today, we'll see. We'll see how I go. It's hard when life gets in the way. Oh, Maddie. So we'll see. I have 2 companies. I have an organizing company, life coaching, and I have my media company. So now I'm easing back into my organizing life coaching company. So and actually next week it'll be 8 years. I was certified life coach. I'm certified in 5 areas. So 6 areas. So yes. And I'm certified as an organizer in 4 areas. So I'm getting back into that world. My clients are finally, they all got COVID in the last couple months, so I couldn't do nothing. But now they're all getting better and are better. And so now we're starting to get back out again. So I'm trying to figure that out right now too, how that's going to work. Because I've been doing media full time for this whole year since January. And now trying to squeeze this in and figure that it's been very interesting for me. I thought I was going to be able to watch B&B at regular time, but our meeting was changed. So whether I know it's crazy. Do you have any junk drawer? You're so funny, Texas Rangers fan. My junk drawer videos are very popular. You're right. They love it. But do I have any more? That one's done. Oh, shit. I gotta look around. Do I have any more? Let's see. Junk drawer. That's not a junk drawer. That's not a junk drawer. I'll have to look around. I'll look and see if I have any more junk drawers running around. because that's funny because people love when I do those videos. So I was organizing them. They're still organized too. But I think I might have another one somewhere. I'll have to look. I have a lot of drawers everywhere. I'm gonna look. And if I do have a junk drawer, then I'll do another live of that. But people love that. I love that. But I have a TikTok to do on these. I am a James of all trades. I said it. My seat just fell. I say it all the time. I'm a James of all trades. You have to be in this world, and it served me well. It has served me well. Over the last couple of years with COVID, when my organizing shut down and everything shut down because everything shut down in LA, I had to rely on my media stuff. I have a book out right now with Charles Wong called These Two Words. You get that on Amazon. I have new music coming out soon. So I have that coming. They say you should have like 5. They say you should have 7 streams of income. I have about 5 or 6. I do. I'm working to get back a couple of them. I had a partnership with Michaels. I'm working to get back with that. They shut that down because of the COVID. But now we're coming out, I'm thinking, are you gonna start doing classes again? So I'm gonna reach out to them about that because I had that partnership was the bomb. I had my own Michaels that was dedicated to me. That was my neighborhood, and I would go there and teach classes. It was a lot of fun. Oh, I love being in person, people know how to organize. It was so much fun. I give gift bags. I give swag. It says LA. I give swag bags, but it's all organizing products you can use, and it's cute. I had a great time doing it. I had an assistant who helped me. I was going all over Los. I had a partnership with Michaels, a partnership with Odyssey Theater. I'd go around town. They'd give me one of their rooms, and I'd have classes. And I would serve snacks and food, and I had a projector, and I had a whole thing. PowerPoint presentation. It was great. And it was growing and growing. I have this thing called brunchanizing, where we would have brunch, and I would teach you how to organize. So you can pick 10 of your closest friends. I come to your house or your space, and while we're eating, I teach you how to organize stuff. And it was fun. It was fun. I had so much good time doing that. So now I want to get back to that again. I want to get back to building that again. It was growing, and then COVID shut everything down. Sucked. Crazy. Better than Toronto's empty vault. Yep. Thank you. Okay, kids, I'm gonna get off. I have to start my day. Unfortunately, I gotta start my day. I did not mean that. I love you guys. Thanks for coming on this morning. It's Monday, April 4th. I like Mondays because Mondays mean it's just a new week to start something new and a chance for rebirth and renewal. I don't look at them as being bad. Why would I look at them as being bad? We wake up, our eyes open. I'm like, we're alive. That's always a blessing, hopefully, for most of you. But yes, I will see if I come on later today. It depends. I said it depends on my parents and everything that's going on. But I love you guys.